Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're playing the Colonial Charter mod, version 1.6, and this is our town of Ramblington, the home of the 45-minute half-hour episode. So, last time, we were kind of balancing everything out after this major change over here, and I wanted to get a bunch of housing in. And just ran out of time. So what am I doing here? Spacebar. Get this guy going. And let's see. I kind of want to fill out the rest of this circle. So let's do that. What else are we waiting for? Just kind of checking things out before I get started. One thing I do want to see first, though, is how is this going? Made 48, and we've made 48 plus 6, so we're excess of 100 so far. And have we made anything with it? The Weaver has made 60 silk already. Nice. Okay, so that is happening. That's good to see. Okay, so everything else here seems okay. I'm going to turn this down. We did clear this out. We cleared this out. And where were the joiners at? Oh, they're still here. These need to be taken down, the joiners, yeah. So let's go ahead and eradicate these guys. That one and that one. Oh, that's right, we started to. And okay. That's where I confused these employees with the Cooper and couldn't figure out why. Okay, anyway, these are to be torn down. Now, I want a double road to go through here. And this guy is in my way. So I want another potter in. And he only makes one thing. I don't think there's any need to get more than one. That was interesting. Well, dismiss and thank you. But, so I'm going to take him out and put him in somewhere else. He's making furnace fuel, so it makes sense to put another stacks burner there. His footprint is about the right size, too. That's not it. It is it. Boy, that looks just like these guys. It's the same thing, except it's an open pit instead of a, like a furnace. Okay. We'll do that. We'll get that going. That takes lumber. We have lots of lumber now. We still have stone. Okay. We'll do that. We won't need to watch that, though. And this guy needs to move. So he's the potter, which is an artisan potter. So where does he go? Does he go there? Does he come down here? We have clay. You know what we need to do? Just like we moved everything over to the other side because that was wood-based, we probably need to get all the clay being made over here to follow that same theme. Let's go ahead and put that potter in right here. And that kind of fits the pattern, though he might fit really well right here. Let's think about that. If this guy... Oh, that is the potter. I was going to say it would take the place of the... whatever that is. This is that. Okay, wake up. So let's put him in here. We have a road up there. We'll do that. This guy comes out, and I think we can go ahead and take him out now. We'll do that. I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of pottery stored up. So we'll go ahead and do that at this time. He's going to go in and take his place. And this one we will watch. Excuse me. But shore houses along here grabbing clay might be a smart idea. This is where we're using it. I don't think there's anywhere else we're using. We are making clay out of here. You know, we are making clay out of here, but we're also making glass. So we do need the clay and the glass. We don't necessarily need the reeds, though. So brick and pottery is one use. We got two different uses of clay. Glassworks, the only thing I know of that makes sand. So let's go ahead and put clay over here. So clay, sand, clay, clay, sand. Alright, 3 and 2. Alright, so that's going to help these guys out. Alright, we're going to ignore that for a while. So I think we're doing fine at this end. Let's go over here. What are you two? You're being torn out. No other big worries. The herbal limit. We've actually hit our limit. Wow. Yeah, why not? So I do need to get that in well into the traders so we can start selling more of that off at a time. But anyway, let's concentrate down in here. We queued up a bunch of trees to be taken out. And that's good. This guy, what do we want to do with him? A lot of stuff stores right there. Is that where we want it? A lot of this stuff, let's see here, homewares and building supplies. Candles are over here. Glass. Well, we'll leave that for now. We'll concentrate on this side over here for housing. We'll make that decision at another time. But I think we can go ahead and put some houses in here. So I think we need a road right through here. So, just looking at the gatherer's hut here. Food, 14,000. Wow, we are dropping hard. Okay, we're going to have to concentrate more solidly on food for a while. So, in fact, I'm going to pause so I can think. Let's just... what are we capable of? Gatherers. What is our max? 12. Let's max out the gatherers. I think that would be a smart thing to do. Because they're the ones who are going to give us the constant supply of food in rather than the seasonal burst of food. So those guys coming in are probably what's going to level us off. That did what to us now? 6 builders and 8 laborers. What else do we really need to know or need to do? Here's a bunch of food waiting to come in. And that is laborers. So we're going to take our builders down by 2 while this is happening. This is autumn. Let's go ahead and prioritize this. Down here, this doesn't have to be done. This does. So let's tell them, make sure to get this in. Alright. So we'll do that. Take our speed back up again then. Now we're fine there. Let's go build some houses. At least let's lay them out. I was going to lay out a road over here, which really makes me question again, does this stay? It's kind of like the issue over here. This guy, I think we were going to get rid of this. We built this so we can get rid of this. But, okay, there's something I needed answered back then. Does sand and clay go in here? And I'm not seeing a single one. Is it not here because this is? If this were at 100% or if this went away, would they start storing it here, or is this not capable of handling, what is that, materials? Let me see here. Grab my handy dandy list. Materials has clay and sand and glass. There's glassware, but no glass. So what else is in the materials list that is potentially in here? Lamp oil? No. Lumber? No. Silver ore? Bricks? So materials do not land in the storage warehouses. Okay. Now, did they ever land in here? None of these would be materials. The silk is dry goods, if I recall. Dry goods, silk, yeah. So, are there any buildings other than this one? Well, maybe that's our answer. I wanted to get rid of this, just like I'm wanting to get rid of this. And really, it's coming down to, this is the building that seems to accept those. So that's probably the way to do that. I'm not going to queue these up right now because it's going to take a lot of labor to move all this stuff, and our labor is busy. Of course, everybody's busy right now. But how are we doing student-wise? Yeah, we're still in that 30-30 range. Okay. So small market. That was the sphere that we're working with. So I guess for now, we've got basically the thickness of 2 houses in here. So if we throw a road across here, we can get 4 houses right there. If this ever does go away, we could put 2 houses in that spot later. So as far as final layout, this still works out okay. So let's grab... Oh, grab what? What kind of road? This is going to be kind of our outskirts here. Let's make this a leafy country road along here. And he's going to travel kind of like so. And I moved, didn't I? Yeah, right there. And how far does he go? Is there a reason to go all the way to here? There might be. So am I truly straight? Let's take this in chunks. I don't want to be right up against this. I want to leave a space. So we'll take this to here. And we'll come across... I've lost that. To there. Okay. Take that one across to at least here. Yeah, we'll do that. So with that, let's go check this trader real quick. That him? That's him. He's got ale spirits. Here's our smuggler. Alright, dismiss you. We'll get into that when we get to the city. Then we'll get our inns and pub kitchens and all that going on. Alright, so there's a road going in there. So probably should sneak another little one in there. That way this house right here has got a road to attach to. So that would be probably a dirt road. And eventually it might be a stone road. We'll see if we're going to actually stone everything in or just the main ones. We'll make that decision later. But right now I don't want to wipe out all of our stone by going through and stoning all these roads at the moment. Alright, so we've got the ability to put the 4 houses in here. And we've been resisting the are we saving? Everything froze. Yeah. Resisting the country cottages. Well, the more, city houses for this area. I think we'll continue that pattern. So, though I've got to remember to go back in with some of these wells. That's right, because we're putting in quite burnable houses in over here. Alright, 4 houses, and then let's pop some wells. We never welled this area. We took that well out. We do have the one well sitting back over here somewhere. He's in there somewhere. Alright, so 4 houses. We'll put a couple more salt boxes in from the back side. We'll go up like that. And that's the alignment. Actually, I want to get these houses in first to make sure everything fits. So, put a stone house in. Yeah, they're a little smaller footprint. So, right there. And there. Alright, so salt box on that back side. Well, we'll do it from the top. So that, yeah, that was tight. He was going to have to go right up against it. So no backyards over here. We'll skip that. We'll go to something a little different. Wooden house. The town abode. Let's go ahead and put him in. And we'll upgrade it, put the addition on. And that way he'll look a little different than what's around here. So if we were to tuck it up against the corner, that would leave more room between all of them to get some trees and whatnot, decorations in there. So is that 4? We did get one right there. Okay, so we have 4 houses queued up in there. Okay, so wells. I want to make sure that happens before our next disaster. So that is here and there. So I left a well right there. It's probably not the best place for one, but that's where it landed. We do want to get one, I would say right there is good, right in the middle of this area. And it probably wouldn't hurt to put another one in closer down into this area. Oh, did you look at that? I missed the placement. Huh, I did miss that. So what looks better, to have the backs aligned or the fronts? The back has a window, although it does fit under the window. Now, a couple of episodes ago, I was trying to find there was something that acts as a shed that attaches to the side of a house. It's kind of like this. If this was a house, it was a building that was a gabled roof like this, just a shed, so one side of the roof and straight down, that came off the house and down. There was a video from Colonial Charter that the folks who made this mod, showing off some of the things they were designing, and they were showing a whole variety of that addition that was just like these cellars. The cellar will drop in right alongside these buildings, so not these particular ones. It really needs a house. I'll grab an example here. So just like that. This part sticking to the right side of the green will drop into the house, and all you see is the little shed there. And medicines can be stored in that one, for instance. So they had a shed roof that would drop off, and it would fit a building just like this. It was designed for it, with a big space right there, and you can drop one on each side. So I wasn't trying to describe these guys with the sides. These are regular full-blown buildings, but they were just little shed roofs, or little shed additions. And it drove me nuts because I couldn't find them. So I must have been seeing something that they were working on, but not necessarily something that was added to 1.6. So whatever comes out next is probably going to have those. So you'll be able to take regular houses, leave some space between them, and like this one. Although these aren't it. It was really the do we have any going? The country cottages. I know we set some to be built. Okay, they're over here, aren't they? Didn't we build some? What are you? You're a country house. So yeah, this section here with no windows, it would come right off of here, little shed roof off of there, and drop down about probably 1 square's width and 2 squares depth. And you could add, just like this, this porch out here, it'd be like this on the side of the house. So that's what I was trying to find, to add storage through there. I wasn't sure if it was storage or if it was kind of like the addition on a house, where you get more family members. But that's what I was trying to find when I was describing that a few episodes back. Anyway, back to the wells. We've got wells. Let's see, where am I? That's this guy, so there's a well right there. So we do need to get another well into this area somewhere. In fact, maybe a couple of them. Somewhere over here and something over here. So back to the well. I'm trying to think of what was it that made me think. Oh, I was thinking about this when I started thinking about that shed roofed addition. So we need to do something with this. But for now, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll come into here. Where's a good place to pop this one in? We did put... There's only one space on the side of that one. Okay. Over here. We could put them right there. That would work. Now we do have one by the school. I remember thinking that before. If I want to keep something from burning down, the school is one of them. I definitely want to keep them burning down. So this one needs to be over here. So we'll wait until we lay this out to know exactly where that one needs to go. What are we going to do with this? This one is the fuel storage part. This is the material, and this is the wood, and of course they're not using it at all. So it's really not all that critical, I suppose. But let's go ahead and delete. I guess that's right. That was my question. Do we want the fronts to line up or the backs? I think we want the fronts to line up. So we'll go ahead and take this one out. Okay, then we'll rebuild that one. But anyway, so there's 4 houses going in there. Let's get potentially 1, 2, 3 right in here. Okay, so we've got salt boxes in there. Again, we want variety. Let's get a wooden one over here in the corner. Let's get the corner version of it. So flip around. What do you look like? So we've got something like that. We've got the porch that wraps around the corner. Let's do that. And where am I? I'm over here. So that porch wraps around the corner. The road is there. Like that. I see. So the porch does that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that right there. Okay. So let's get another stone house in right here. And let's do this corner first. Let's put a shed or a salt box over here. And face him where? Face him down this way. So he hits the corner right there. Let's move him 1, 2, 1. We'll do that. That lines him up with the front of these guys. Alright, so this guy here, stone. And what do we have available? There's center. Right there. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7 houses lined up or laid out right there. And we may as well finish this in housing too. Anywhere else that's really needed? I wanted to finish this area in housing, but in between episodes I was clicking around and I was finding that we really didn't have 20,000 food, just thinking about that. Didn't have any housing shortages out here, in the sense that everything is pathing well. They're going right where they need to. These guys are heading out over here. How's this doing? Oh, we don't have a lot of people working here. That's right. So there's only 4 people in there at the moment. That's why it's doing fine. We don't need the housing over here. So I think we'll hold off on here. 10 laborers, 4 builders. How are we doing here? These guys are still off. We do have stuff delivered out here. Distribution barns. Okay. Which one is that one? That's out over here. So this one is ready to be built. Let's prioritize that one. That one. I want to see this thing running. I want to see what it does. Otherwise, what is happening out here? He's in. He's got nowhere to store just yet, so that's going to be important too. Although if we get that one going, they can drop the stuff right here and have it immediately taken in. We've got a trader waiting. So we've got a house over here. We have more houses out here that have not built yet. Did get that one in. Oh, that's not the gatherer. Here's the gatherer. Okay. So, and this is a distribution barn, and that's another house. Okay. So the further away the buildings are, I have a feeling the longer it's going to take to get the builders to be willing to walk out there. Alright, let's go see what that trader's doing, or what he wants from us. I'm sure he wants to give us lots of things, but we don't want his, so we're going to say no to that. There are things queued up that aren't that important. In fact, that's really true. That one isn't that important. That can sit and wait. The potter we probably should get going, but that one's not important. Anything else here that's not important? What's with you? You're needing furniture. How are we doing on furniture? Now that we got this new area done, though we're still having trouble getting wood over here, getting logs over here. Joiner Fancy has done quite a bit. This guy is not making as much. Where are we? Early spring. So we did 32. So we're probably doing fine here. He's probably made quite a bit of this stuff. Well, it takes quite a bit to do each one, doesn't it? Only 4. Well, laborers are busy. People aren't delivering. Okay. So these guys are all turned off. Any other mysteries going on? Fuel refinery. 2 people. Is this... What is on? This guy is off. This guy is off. Oh, that wasn't an employee problem. That was a product issue? I'm not sure now, but it's working. Okay. Alright, so housing. So is there anywhere else that we want to put housing? That's the question I was starting to ask. We did get the extra ones out in the woods over here, so we've got a total of 6 houses that are queued up, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are actually built. So there's 2 more out here. The 7 we just put in over here. And we've got 4 queued up over here, and they're being put in. Okay. So this is actually happening. Which means if I were to turn these guys on soon, we might actually get it built. But so we may not want to put any more houses in. We'll see. A big surge in people is going to be a big tax onto the food that has dropped to half of what it had peaked out at. That's why I'm kind of leery how far we want to go. Now, I've been thinking about this for a couple of episodes. We're starting to get maple sap. We need to be doing something with it. Where was that? I want to say food refining. What was the maple sap? It was a sugar, right? Sugar house. Sugar cane, sugar beets into sugar, and maple sap into syrup. You can further refine maple syrup into sugar, however this is inefficient because you're doing it twice. So this guy needs to go in. Salting house, smoking house, salting house. A lot of things need to go in. That's the sort of thing that goes into here. Food processing's kind of taken over this area. So I'm guessing that kind of wraps around and comes down this area next. There's so many things that we want to put in that are going to just continue to eat up all of our laborers and builders. So I'm going to resist that for now. But just understand, I am aware of it. You know, we've got a lot of things that we could be putting in and exploring and seeing how they work. Let's get an employee into here. There we go. And that was an issue, I think. No, he just hasn't found his house yet. Kick that, or his work yet. There he goes. And we're in here. Alright, so let's put this guy up there. I want to see bingo. So we just a gatherer just dropped off a bunch of stuff over here. That's what I was hoping to see. Now, this employee, let's watch this for a while. You are where? Okay, you're heading to work. Let's turn on your inventory. Are you going to grab out of the distribution? Yep, you grab the blueberries. And you're going to do what with them? Laborer died during childbirth. You're coming over to... Ha 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 ha. Okay, so there's our limitation. The closest regular storage place is another distribution barn. I mean, it's good and bad. They're going to dump here, then this one is going to carry and move on out. But we're going to have to take 2 different labor to move the same item twice. Although that mixture doesn't just land in a warehouse over here and never make it to the rest of the map. But you see what I'm thinking here? This is a way to move product through the town. It's random though. You never know which one they're going to actually move. And it's really going to require you maxing this out and getting as many employees in here as possible. So that we're going to get 4 people moving 4 things at a time, because there could be 30, 40 different categories in this here real quick. So, but that is a way to move all of this stuff. So this might be the answer I've been looking for all this time. 14 of 17 farmers. What is the issue over there? This guy? 1 of 1. 1 of 2. We had turned these up. That's right, we were putting extra people on these. This one can go down to 1 for now. and can probably stay at 1. I think it's going to be enough to keep us going. 1 of 2. 1 of 2. Alright, so that fixes our farmers. Is there something here that would benefit us from having more employees in it? I think 600 was the max that we had hit. Again, this isn't giving me my previous seasons. It's not giving me a pattern or a history out of this. Where are we? We're early summer. Early summer. It seems like 600 was the most that we'd gotten out of this before when I had looked. So now we're looking at we're coming up on summer, so at least 800 per year. But I don't know that one extra person going from 600 to 800, so just 200 more, is worth the labor in there. So I'm going to take him back down. We'll use that extra laborer for something else. Something else that probably as a gatherer, that would, to make sure that that we were getting the most food out of each person. Anyway, that was this one, right? What did I hear? There was a trading post. Oh, it's up here. Okay. So, same sort of thing. Well, these are just the cuts, though. I'm not seeing any of the main meat. Okay, well, we do have bison meat. Well, there's my answer from a couple episodes ago. It seems like Colonial Charter earlier versions of bison made beef, didn't they? Did they actually make bison meat before? Because they are now. So, was there a bison butcher? Food butcher. Yep, there is a bison butcher. Okay. We don't have one installed, so I'm not going to buy I lost you. I'm not going to buy the bison meat. Beef cuts, corned bison, pickled eggs. So I'm not seeing anything we really need. Nut bread, tinned meat. No. So we'll go ahead and let him go. Dismiss and let him pass. But, so when we do get bison, we will have to get the bison butcher going too. So, do we want more housing? That's what I was getting at a while back. I don't want to grow too quickly. Now, we've stagnated for quite some time, and we're kind of suffering for that. But one great big burst of housing right now could harm us just as badly. Now, we did get the gatherers in. So, are we able to track anything out of that yet? Graphs. So, let's get into 5 years. Yeah, it's kind of too early to tell if we're actually bottoming out here. So we need to get another season in. Are we running at 5 speed? Looks like we are. Yeah. So you are dropping into here. We'll check you out here real quick. I need to get in. I didn't get in last episode or in between episodes and balance this out, so I've still got to do that. But you are bringing us seeds. Okay. Let's stop and think about this. We'll keep you running, but slow you down a bit. So, is there another seed that we want? I think I would like to have the potential of getting some more plantation-type seeds. Let's see. We need to get some fruit. Let's see. Coffee counts as a fruit, right? I thought it was a vegetable before. Let me look at my list here. Fruit. Coffee is a fruit. Okay. Do we have... Let's see. Let me pause for a second. Do we have a balance of foods? Trade items. Okay. So we have lots of vegetables. Beans, broccoli, carrots, cucumber. What do we have in the way of fruits? The coffee counts as a fruit. Let me go through my list here. Fruit. Apple, blueberry, cherry, peach, pear, plum, apricot, blackberry, fig, grape. Honey counts as a fruit. So quince, raspberry, red mulberry. Red mulberry counts as a fruit. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Strawberry, watermelon. Yeah, we've got a rock melon counts as a fruit. Okay, so we do have that. I think it'd be nice to get one more fruit seed and swap one of our fields out with that. So you're right here. What do we have that counts as a fruit that sounds really good? So pumpkin, pecan, eggplant, apricot. That's an orchard. Raspberry. That would be nice. Leek, broccoli, barley, soybean, white mulberry. Let's go for raspberry. We get one of those. And what do we have to trade with right now? Definitely want to. We can do the tools. Firewood is starting to come up. If that counts as firewood. That might not. That might be... no, wait a minute. What is fuel? I don't think furnace fuel counts as fuel, does it? Or does that count as a material? Boy, it's hard to keep track of so many items and so many categories. Fuel, fuel, fuel. There's tools, there's heating, or healing. Where's fuel on this chart? Fruit... Fuels. There we go. So actually it does. Furnace fuel does count as fuels. It doesn't count as a material. Alright, so fuel is firewood, coal, charcoal, coke, fire bundles, which we haven't got going yet either, and furnace fuels. So that's very likely not firewood at all then, because that looks like about the amount that we've got of everything else combined. So in that case, we probably have very little firewood, and it wouldn't hurt to even dump this back into the economy until we get caught up again. So what do we have to sell right now? Let me pin this guy. How are we on mulberry leaves? Mulberry leaves. We still have a bunch. I think we're going to be able to keep ahead of two silkworm huts. So let's go ahead and sell this. And glass. Yep. Got to pin this thing. There we go. Glass, how you doing? 232. That's roughly where we were before. So I think we're keeping up with what we're selling. So we'll throw that in there. We've got a long way to go yet. What else is in here that's not super important to us? So let's grab the 40 of those, and the 20 of those, and the 100 of those. Alright, that's getting us there. We do have 20 marble statues over here. And we got a bunch of candles. I'm hesitant to lose all of those. I don't know when we're going to see marble again. So I'm not necessarily going to blow all those yet. But let's go ahead and get 100 candles going. That gets us a large distance of the way into there. We're back to our 300 wool coats, so that's enough to finish us, isn't it? Like, let's just start jumping that up like so. Yeah, that's more than enough. So, what do we need? Another 120. So, 6 is 90, so 8. There we go. That did it. Alright, so trade that one, and we've got raspberries. Dismiss, and let's... What was that? Stonecutter was crushed by a rock. Lost another laborer. Don't need this right now. But let's turn one of these guys into raspberries. What are you? You're rock melons. You're already a fruit, so we don't want to do that. What are we getting tired of? Cabbage, beans, cucumbers, broccoli, carrots. We'll go with the carrots. We're going to turn you into a fruit, and I'm pretty sure that I can go ahead and queue that up now, and it's not going to harm anything. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to do anything until it's time to replant. It's not going to cancel or harm the count here at all. So it's just going to keep going till, where are we? Late summer. We're going to get a good yield out of this. Still lots of growing time left. Same here. Well, 82. We're already taking this one out. This one is getting there. It must have been a late start. This farmer must have been busy doing other things, and as a laborer, probably hit early spring, and he was way out over here collecting something. Who knows? So how are we doing out here? Still need to get this going soon. Meanwhile, they're dumping off over here. Let's get this going. This is really hurting our food intake by having to walk all the way up to these distribution barns. So let's prioritize this guy and make sure that gets built. It's another house, which is also probably hurting us too. I am going to guess that we're going a long way to find a place to live. How are we doing? Yeah, a lot of these are. You're the gatherer. That's over here. Same thing. Okay. Let's also then put a priority on... I think that's not it. Where's a house? That wasn't it. I guess it was one of these two. Alright, so that one was the house. And this house over here... I think that's it on houses. And we'll queue this one up one more time. Logs is low again. Okay. Even after taking all those out, we're really using the logs right now. Alright, we'll queue up some more trees to be taken down. Try to do this smart though, not get too far away from where everything else is. Okay. We could do some over there and there. We got people living over here now, so they could definitely clear some out over here. Though we never put in a stockpile. That's right. So they've got nowhere to dump off over here. Let's stockpile right at the entrance. And that's not it. Let's make this specifically a wood stockpile. And we'll do it over here to disrupt as little of this iron as possible. We'll go ahead and touch the road with it. Make a 4x4. And let's queue up this iron, just to kind of clear it out. We haven't been actually making iron as far as mining, so it's very possible that we're going to be running low here pretty soon. Seems like, yeah, we did queue up this part, and they took it out. But don't want to do any more. Only have so many laborers and so many builders. Let's add another couple of builders, though. But, so what have we accomplished? We did get more housing in. We just don't have the labor to really get it going. That, in time, will happen. And that will catch us up, or come close to catching us up with our families. A potter just came in. It's not that critical. Homewares 15 to get that potter going, is it? The pottery is used mostly either for selling or for the homewares. And homewares, we should have a bunch of it. Home. There, 120. That's going to handle any building projects we've got going on for a while. So let's just put a pause on him. That's not him. There he is. We've got him. He's ready to go. But we're going to fire him up later. This is that distribution barn from out there, and nobody's dropping into it anymore. That's odd. We did another one over here, though I did not prioritize it. We did prioritize this, though. This guy. So we've got 4 coming out here to work on it. Just got to bring some stone out, and they'll be ready to go. Water landed clear out here? Someone carrying water walked out this direction and dropped it off. I hope we're not randomly distributing water from this distribution barn to this one, and then on our way out to that one. So hopefully it's flowing into town. Okay, we're starting to use it again over here. So, with that, I'm sure these 2 episodes, yesterday's and today's, I'm going to get quite a few comments of things I've missed, things I should try, things that that might make things work a little better. So, this didn't get done. Oh, well, they're not... Oh, we actually are starting to use it. Nice. Okay. Well, was going to say let's kick that priority up, but there's plenty of priorities out there. But I think this is a good place to stop. We're coming up on that 45-minute mark. Believe it or not, I really do try for 30-minute episodes. It just never works out that way. Anyway, yep, I think we will pause this right here. I think we're getting to a point to where we're functioning well enough that we can get back into here. The only thing else that I was thinking of was to get some shore houses over here to bring clay into this area. That might be the only thing left to do. You know, let's queue those up real fast. Let's just do that. The only thing left to do before we can start really concentrating out over there. What I'm hesitating on this, though, because I'm seeing this diagonal, and I have a good feeling we're not going to get a single one in here. Yeah, this diagonal is just murder on anything has to do with the shore. Though there is some. There's one right there. Okay, we can get some. I'm hesitant to use this swath here, though. Well, let's see. Let's try just to do whatever we can otherwise. I'm thinking this is where I want to take this foundry and set him over here. Maybe put a building supply trader over here as well. You know, I'm going to do that too. I thought about that several episodes ago and I didn't get to it because we're too busy doing too many other things. The trader. Where's the one that just deals in building supplies? Industry supplier. Let's set this in for next time. So is there a road? There is a road right there, and it doesn't want me to build there. Unless I get out to here. If I were to put it here, let's just queue that up as a placeholder. The other thing was this foundry. I thought about moving that over here as well, which made sense. This is where it's going to be used. If I were to do that, does he still fit? That's really, I'm not going to do it now, but let's just make sure that I'm capable of it. That is here? Yeah, this is the water one? This is. Does he still fit in here? He does, though he doesn't land on that road either. Okay, we just have a bad curve right here. So this other road really could kick in one more anyway. Alright, so that was what I needed answered. So trader, industry, right there. And oh, I already have him queued. Let's kill that. And I'm going to go ahead and move him in that one space. So I want here, there, industry. Yeah, in the one space, just like that. And we'll take him out a little bit further. Let's leave room. Well, actually, he could go next to him then. He really could, because there wasn't a problem with the road. Okay, so he will be something to think about next time. And then let's put 3 or 4 shore houses in down on this side. That is here. And we'll queue these up for next time as well. So what is our first one that we could possibly squeeze in? Looks like it's right there. So 1. I don't think there's any reason to leave a space in between. Unless we want to bridge into this area. It's possible we may want a road right across this guy. So let's go ahead and go to the trouble leaving a space in between them. Though this one, we're not going to get another one in. Okay, there's our next one there. And we'll stop there. So we have this guy for next time, this guy, and that guy. Alright. So that's what we were doing when we shut this episode down. And with that, I think we're going to call this one finally done. This has been Noble Rambler. I thank you for watching. I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like and subscribe down there, or that little thumbs up thing down below the video. And I will catch you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.